Hey, what's going on guys? Arekkz here. Welcome back to another video for Monster Hunter World Iceborne. And the moment we have all been waiting for, it is not a joke. Fatalis is finally coming to Iceborne. Before we even dive into the video, before we talk about the developer diary, just watch this.
Hunters, your attention.
So what we're up against isn't a monster. It's actually history.
Weapons from its last stand are still on site.
They knew the stakes and battled hard, but were ultimately outmatched.
It's the Commission! They're finally here!
We'll buy everyone some time to escape!
Hang on. No way!
So yeah, it's official. Fatalis is going to be the final monster for Iceborne, dropping on October the 1st. So we do still have a little while to go, but of course before then we've got other things to look forward to. However, that is going to be our final battle, the legendary Black Dragon. This is going to be incredible, honestly. I know a lot of people, of course, way back based on that kind of initial anniversary artwork, were like, Fatalis is coming! And, they actually said in the developer diary that at the time of that artwork, they hadn't actually confirmed that they were going to put Fatalis in the game, but, either way, they said it had to be done, and it is going to be one of the best ways to end Iceborne. Fatalis is an absolute legend. In fact, I'm actually working on a separate video, which will be on the channel tomorrow, basically talking about Fatalis, talking about its lore, its history, just kind of painting a picture as to what you could expect, because of course, if you guys have just jumped into World and Iceborne, you've never fought this before, then this is going to be a fight to get excited about. However, as always, I want to quickly recap everything they spoke about in the developer diary. It's quite a long one today, about 17 minutes long. Admittedly, it was only sort of 9 minutes on the new stuff, then they basically took the latter half to reflect on the history of World and Iceborne, which was really, really cool. In fact, I might also do a video if you guys are interested, maybe kind of watching the sort of history recap and just kind of have a little bit of a sentimental moment. But anyway, that aside, what do we need to know? So, Fatalis is coming on October the 1st. It was first introduced, of course, in the original Monster Hunter, and in the original one, it was only available as an online event, but in World, they want to bring it in a way that you can challenge it more regularly. It's going to be taking place in a brand new locale. Well, I say brand new for World, not brand new if you know Fatalis. Castle Shrade is the location that you would have historically fought Fatalis in previous games. This location, or that location, is coming to Iceborne, so when we go to fight it, we're going to be going to this new location. And despite the fact that this is the final update, they are also introducing a new character. This guy looks incredibly cool, he's from the guild, and of course he is going to be the person that basically kind of brings us to this new battle. Also, rather interestingly, it seems like in the kind of narrative side of things, we're also going to get to hear a little bit more about the excitable A-lister, who was the ace cadet in Full Ultimate. They said we'll hear a bit about his backstory in this kind of story chapter as well, so that's going to be pretty cool. Of course, with every new monster, there is new equipment. Fatalis equipment has always been incredible, but they said, of course, by putting it into World, they can put the kind of World flair on it, and oh my goodness, this gear looks amazing. I said the same when, Alatreon was added, but honestly, this stuff looks amazing. Also, something you guys will find out in kind of my video tomorrow when I talk about it, there's also some kind of legends behind the gear, supposedly with this gear being possessed and whatnot, but honestly, all of this stuff, I mean, the armor looks amazing, the weapons look amazing, the Palico gear is nuts. It's a faux Fatalis, so you gotta walk around like a mini Fatalis, and when the weapon is drawn, the Palico is holding a hunter in its hand that's wielding a greatsword, and then when it's sheathed, it's on its back. They have gone all out. They have literally done the most when it comes to this. I love it. They also said for the set bonus, they didn't want to tell us what it did. They said it's a secret, but they have given us a few sort of hints. They basically said that they want hunters to add lots of skills. So I think, all right, cool. That means there's probably going to be a lot of slots. And that kind of follows the trend because you look at all the new armor sets, they're all kind of getting more and more level 4 slots. So I think to myself, all right, sure, they're going to add a lot of slots. However, they said that also certain skills have skill caps. And Fatalis is at the top of the ecosystem, so ... That's basically all they said. So what does that mean? Well, it could mean a couple of things. It could mean that maybe by wearing the armor set, if you wear the full armor set, then maybe it removes skill caps. Now, obviously, there would need to be a limit to that. I mean, you couldn't just suddenly go and stack in attack boost plus 20. So maybe what it could do is take skills that, normally say if you need to remove the skill cap for something like Agitator, to use like Agitator Secret. Maybe it's one of those things where by equipping the Fatalis armor, it's almost like having the secret versions of all their skills and it just kind of boosts all of them. Like imagine if you could then just have like Slugger Secret and have Agitator Secret and like all those different things just by wearing the Fatalis armor. This is pure speculation, keep in mind. Like at this stage, we don't know exactly. All we know is they said that they want hunters to add a lot of skills. Certain skills have skill caps, and Fatalis being at the top of the ecosystem, so therefore it's probably going to break those rules. So expect something that basically allows you to stack a ton of skills. I can honestly see this being, say, the best in slot armor set. I mean, you know, it is going to be the last thing we fight in Iceborne, so it should go without saying that it should be pretty damn good. Admittedly, we won't really have anything else to fight after this to use it, but still, if we can round it out with a stupid amount of skills in the Fatalis armor set, that's going to be amazing. Imagine if they just go all out and they just put like 3 level 4 slots in every single piece. I mean, that would be nuts. Anyway, that's to one side. Fatalis is coming October 1st, and it'll be available provided you complete the campaign and provided you have discovered Alatrea. But that wasn't all. There was of course more stuff in the developer diary. They spoke about system updates, so they're actually going to be adding a brand new skill for this final update called the Clutch Claw Boost. This is a skill which basically improves your Clutch Claw functionality for the weapons. So if you happen to use a light weapon, you'll know that typically your first attack drops slinger ammo, your second attack will tenderize the enemy. Meanwhile, if you have Clutch Claw Boost, your first attack will both drop slinger ammo and tenderize. Meanwhile, if you use a heavy weapon, you'll know that you can tenderize on one hit and you don't get slinger ammo. Meanwhile, if you have Clutch Claw Boost, you can tenderize and drop slinger. So basically it just means that you can tenderize, get slinger ammo a lot quicker. I get the impression you're probably going to want to use that for Fatalis because it's probably going to be quite useful. Of course, also in this update, we finally get all the layered armor, so we can now layer Master Rank gear, which is going to be amazing. I can finally walk around in Bambaro gear, living out that Nord Viking life. It's going to be awesome. They're adding more things to the melding, so of course you can expand your selection of decorations you can meld, the charm upgrades, there'll be some more charms that you can upgrade even further, and later on, October the 1st, but coming in fall, there will be Arch Tempered Velkhana. So while Fatalis is technically speaking the last, new/returning monster, we will be getting Arch Tempered Velkhana, which I am also quite excited about because, I mean, obviously Velkhana armor is really cool. I love Frostcraft, so the idea of having an Arch Tempered version with like Gamma gear could be pretty sweet. Now outside of that, there's more upcoming content, new pendants, new room decor, new ability to display those pendants. They're making some really wacky ones. Some of these just look incredibly cool, so there's of course all that to look forward to. There is also a brand new event that comes on October the 16th, so after Fatalis, and runs until November the 5th, and this is the Fun Fright Fest, so basically your Halloween sort of haunted house horror feel, and the kind of, the setting for this looks amazing. I swear every time they have a new event, they just outdo themselves again. You've got this cool theme, you've got special armor for your character, there's a costume for the handler, the puggy, all the kind of usual stuff you would expect from events. However, prior to that, they also have the Fest Rush, and this is actually running at the moment. This is basically on the run up to this new stuff. They are going back through all the previous festivals that you may have missed, so, like the Chinese New Year Festival or the Sizzling Spice Festival, things like that. If you've missed them, they're basically going to be cycling them on the run up to this new stuff, so if you missed any of the kind of, special armor pieces or anything like that, this will be a good chance to jump back in. They are also going to be preparing a few special event quests, one a week, again on the run up to Fatalis, where basically they take place in the Seliana supply cache, so this is a location we don't often get to visit, and you can basically fight some monsters there, and you have access to all the cool features that are there, so the cannons, the moving gun, the ballistas, all that kind of stuff, so that'll be kind of fun. Looks like you get to fight Kushala there, Teostra, Lunastra, that sort of thing. Those monsters themselves maybe not so fun, but fighting in that arena could be kind of cool. If I can get on that mounted turret and just like fire bullets into Teostra's face, that's going to be great. But that is pretty much it for the time being. They did reiterate again at the end that this is going to be the last update for Iceborne. They did say, of course, following that, there will still be, event quests will still go in rotation, so the game isn't just going to suddenly die or stop. But they did say, of course, following the release of Iceborne, they were going to do a year of free content, which they have done, and that is how far it's going. They actually had at the end of the video like a really cool sort of historical recap looking at sort of world right from the moment it was announced all the way up to all the content they added, then going into Iceborne. So yeah, that was really cool. If you guys want to check it out, I'll link the full developer diary in the description box down below. And if you guys want to kind of see me do like a live reaction to that sort of recap thing, then let me know in the comments because I could always record one of them. That could be kind of fun. But for the time being, that is your rundown on the developer diary. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Of course, be sure to keep it locked. If you want to learn more about Fatalis, make sure you tune into the channel tomorrow. I've got that Fatalis video that I always do, and as and when we get closer to the event, then definitely make sure you stick around because I'll have all the Fatalis content you could possibly want. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget, if you haven't already done so, you can join the Arekkz Gaming Discord. We've got an awesome community over there with so many different channels for you to chat loads of different topics and different games. I'm in there, the team's in there. If you guys want to chat with us, find people to play with, it's just in general a great place to be. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to turn on those notifications so you don't miss any of our future uploads.